on, guys? Buddy Lee here. It is Saturday at 4:22 p.m. We're just running a couple of errands today. Actually headed down to Virginia Beach to Checkered Flag Honda to pick up a PCV valve that I had ordered on Monday. I finally got off my ass long enough to give them a ring and get the part ordered. Price wasn't too bad. I think it was like 25 bucks and some change. I'll show you guys the invoice when I get the part. But the interesting thing was, the day that I called them to order the part, I went ahead and called the service department to see how much it would cost me to actually get the job done. And because I like doing it from time to time to see how much money I actually do save. And it was $76.13. So, you know, you either spend $76.13 and keep your car in a garage over the weekend or whatever, or spend $25 and do it at home. I've been doing a little bit of research on how to do it. I'll have to probably pull the service manual out to get a little bit more in depth. All the videos that I seem to find on it are for the generation prior to mine, but it's whatever, we'll fucking figure it out. So yeah, all said and done, I'm gonna sit here and drink my coffee and then enjoy the drive, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Yeah, so there we go. After everything's said and done, parts and sales tax, $27.10, and they want to charge you $76.13 to put this thing in. So again, it's just much simpler, much cheaper to buy the parts and just do it yourself, man. Alright, so what is a PCV valve? It is a positive crankcase ventilation valve. It assists with the evacuation of gases from the engine's crankcase. If you want to look at some of the procedure for this in the service manual, which it doesn't state all of it, I looked prior to, but if you want to just look at it for, you know, whatever reason, it's in the fuel and emissions section, and it starts at section 11-341, and I'll actually leave a link to get the free service manual PDF in the description below in case you guys want this. I couldn't find anything in the service manual that stated when it needs to be changed out. Just a lot of Honda forums that I've read on has stated that it's recommended every 60,000 miles. So if that's the case, then I'm well past due. Let's see, a bad PCV valve can cause excessive oil leakage and consumption. So if you notice that you're between oil changes, you're not getting as many miles between oil changes, that could be a good sign. If the PCV valve malfunctions, the crankcase pressures will increase and can actually force oil through the seals and the gaskets. A buildup of the pressure in the crankcase due to a faulty PCV valve also pushes water vapor through the breather element, which is simply a filter used to trap excess oil from the crankcase system. All this water and combustion gases will leave a hydrocarbon and oil deposit on the air filter, which can result in greater fuel consumption. So another good way to check to see if this is an issue with you or not would be just to simply look at your air filter and the piping that goes from the air filter to the throttle body, just to see if there's any oil in there. Also, a bad PCV valve, it has issues. It may stick or close properly, and this can in this part here, I got off a note here, which I'm not sure how true this is or not, but it would allow excess oxygen to enter the combustion chamber, which could dilute the air to fuel ratio, which would cause a rich mixture, which could lead to a buildup of back pressure in the exhaust, which could possibly lead to stalling or decreased performance. Like I said, that part I got off a note. I'm not sure how true that is, but I do know that it can cause a blowback, which would be the oil going through the gaskets and the seals and eventually into your air filter. So with that said, let's go ahead and find this pig and do this thing. Alright, in order to find your PCV valve, first you need to remove your shroud, which goes over your first set of coil packs right here. And that's just simple. It's a little Phillips screwdriver. I just used a pair of keys, and it's just a 90-degree turn to the left, and it pops up on both sides. You can pull it right off. It appears to be right here, and it is held in by a screw. If I can get my finger in there, right there. So it looks like it may be a little bit of a bitch to get to, but we'll see how bad it is. All right, so here's the new one I picked up from Honda yesterday. It was $27 and some change after tax, and it is part number 17130-RCA-AO2. All right, to get this thing off, you're just going to simply loosen that screw back there that I showed you. It's a 10 millimeter. All right, it took a little persuading after I got the that screw out, which is right here, kind of a lengthy one, kind of a pain in the ass to get out. I just took a flathead screwdriver, stuck it in there and twisted it, pried open. And here's the old one, and here is the new one here. As you can hear, I don't know if you can or not, that new one, you can hear the that assembly on the inside, sorry, shake about. Fuck. This one, no rattling at all. That one happens to be stuck in that middle piece that fell out. Is actually a spacer, I guess, or sleeve that goes inside here. You're going to want to transfer that over to the new one. All right, when you put that sleeve back in, you want to drop it in from this direction down, so that you have this piece of that sleeve acting like a spacer. So it should be flush right there. That's where your nut's going to go in, or your screw's going to go into. All right, so we got it back in. It is kind of a pain in the ass, especially if you don't feel like, excuse me, removing all this right here. Be mindful though when you put that back in. Keep your eye on that metal sleeve that goes in there, because it does want to fall out easily. So just make sure you kind of keep it held in with your finger for a majority of the time until you can actually get it into place. I almost dropped it once. And I forgot to mention before when I was showing you the new one that it does come with a replacement O-ring already installed on it. So the last thing we have to do now is just install our screw back in that hole, and that's it. All right, one other thing, and if I can get this to focus, I had a hard time trying to thread the screw. Sorry if you can't see that all that well, but right here on the side of the engine there's actually a groove right there. Be sure that you put the end of that sleeve that's acting as a spacer inside of that groove, otherwise you won't line everything up properly. All right, and that seems to be it. I'm actually not sure the torque specifications. I just did it just till it was snug, because I didn't actually have to apply a whole lot of torque to actually loosen that screw at all. So I mean, that's the job really. All we got to do is just reinstall your shroud, which you just pop it on and turn it to the right 90 degrees, and that's it. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get off of here for now. Actually got another project I want to do, but I don't think I'm gonna film it. I've got a good slice right there in my coupling to my air filter, and I'm actually gonna pull the air filter off and clean that. So the only reason why I'm not filming it is because I don't think a lot of the viewers that actually watch this would probably have this set up. But if you do have a Takeda setup, their customer service and quality assurance is outstanding. I called it because you can't buy individual parts via the website for the Takeda stuff. I went ahead and called their customer service phone number, told them what I needed. They were more than friendly enough to help me out. I believe the guy's name was Patrick, and for $6 he mailed me out a replacement coupling from California, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that replaced. So with that all said and done, it was an easy project, a little bit of a pain in the ass to get to, but it's done and over with. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next project.